Howdy, folks. I need to update the team list, so don't be alarmed. They will be updated. There hasn't been a mass transfer amongst different teams, okay? It's all good. I just need to change the lineups, which I should have done. I should have been prepared for, but I wasn't because I'm terrible at what I do. So we'll learn the teams as we go. Now we've got about 14 minutes to go. So for Hull FC, we have Hardacre, Martin, Lytton, Rapiner, Barron, Charles, Caesar, SASA, Cust, Knight, Ashworth, Cartwright, and Aiden. That's a big starting pack, That's a big starting pack. The bench is Briscoe, Borough, Essay, and Watts. Okay, Liam Watts. Been a little while since we've seen him, I think. And Laidlaw is 18th man. Let's check. Hardacre, Martin, Lytton, Rapiner, Barron, Charles, Caesar, SASA, Cust, Knight, Ashworth, Cartwright, Aiden. Okay, sorted. Then we have Huddersfield Giants. I really like Huddersfield's graphics. Whoever does those, good job. I like him. I like him a lot. So, Flanagan, good start. Flanagan, there we go, Flanagan. Gagai, okay. Milne, the legend that is, Tane Milne. Bibby, Swift. Alright, that's a good start in the backs. Lollahea, Frawley. Alright, so the backs are as strong as they want it to be. Good start. We have Rogers, Wolford, Powell, Rushton, Greenwood, and Kudja. Leroy. Go on, Leroy. On the bench is Golding, English, King, Burgess, and then 18th man is Rush. Okay. Right. Let's get this updated. There we go. Okay. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, well, at least it's updated on there, but that's good for now. I do need to put them in again. Let me get to the live stream chat since that's already sorted. Right. Bridden and Alex are here. Lovely. Splendid. It was a very quiet start. It's a very quiet start. Let me get this sorted in a second. I've got some music on in my headphones. I need to turn these off. Okay. What do you think about the Wigan game? Thought the ref was one of the worst this season in favour of Wigan. If I'm honest, Alex, I didn't really notice. Not saying that you're not correct, I just didn't really notice. You could be right. But there's nothing that really stuck out where I was thinking this is a bit shady, if I'm honest. Right. What are we on? No, it wouldn't be that. Sky Sports Plus, I guess it is then. I need to sneeze. Bless me. Hope everyone's well. There's a poll in the live stream chat. So make sure you vote on that. Let me know your exact score predictions as well. Let me know what you're thinking. I believe the first 4 games of this NRL week I was wrong with. Did the Panthers save me? Did the Panthers save me? Yes, they did. The Sharks saved me as well. Okay, thank God. So I'm on for 4 out of 8. Wow. Impressive. 30-10. Thank you as well. I think I went with something very similar. Did I go with the same? I was very similar to that, I think. Can we get the game up, please? That'd be splendid. Eight minutes to go. There we are. Sky Sports Plus. Okay. So yeah, there's been a quiet start. There's a poll in the live stream chat. Get your votes in. Let me know what you're thinking. Also, for those in the Discord, with what happened yesterday with some people that joined and sent some stuff, I've updated the restrictions, so that kind of not safe for work, it was not safe for anything really, but that not safe for work content is now restricted, so that stuff shouldn't really happen anymore. It's a relatively new Discord server. I haven't put that much effort into it. I've just created channels and roles. That's all I've really done since I started it. But it will be improved as it goes. It's like it's Rugby League 26. It's not the finished product, but it'll be improved over time. Except this one's free. So don't see the Giants being very solid here. I can see FC are pretty much the best team and be able to put points up. I agree. I do think that's about as strong as we'll see Huddersfield. I think they could be a little bit stronger up front. I'm just thinking who they're missing. I feel like they're missing somebody. Wilson. Wilson's the only real miss that I could tell there Huddersfield. But the backs are about as strong as they're going to get. I think they still want Clune in there over Frawley. I'm not sure when Clune's back. But yeah, it's about as strong as they'll get. But I agree. I'm not too sure. Considering the new rules with NSFW content that's recently come in, I'm surprised Discord allows that. I'd imagine there'll be some kind of fix, changes to that in some way, shape or form. I don't know. Maybe. Right, I need to add these team lists back in now. Okay, so we've got about 6 minutes to go. I'll do a run through of the squads in a minute. I just want to make sure I get this updated on the template in the background. Good to see Charles getting a bit more game time today. Hopefully it goes well for the young lad. Alright, Aiden. Have I spelled that correctly? Yes, I have. Bench is Briscoe, Borough, Essay, and Watts. And it is Laidlaw. Back over to Huddersfield. Flanagan, Gagai, the legend that is Tiny Milne, Bibby, Swift, Lola Haya, Frawley. Rogers. Wolford. Powell. Greenwood. Cudjoe. And the bench is Golding, English, King, Burgess. 18th man is Rush. Right, there we go. Interesting. Okay. Hopefully I move this. I want to move this stream deck. Hopefully it keeps working. Just going to test it. Bang. Okay. Lovely. Right. We're in business. We're in business. We can just sit, chill, relax. Continue. Any relation to Liam Rush? I'd assume not. Or... maybe. There's a slight chance. I don't... who knows? Right, let me go through the chat real quick. Let's see, a biased game towards the Giants for the giggles. Oh yeah, maybe. I personally started Amir Bora at 9 and brought Cust on against the Tired Legs. I think the way they've done it currently, Finn, is fine. Because it'd be Bora, you'd imagine, is... I mean, they're both quick. I think either way works, actually, to be fair. Either way works. After Magic Knot, I ain't saying an easy win. Yeah, good idea this time, Finn. Good idea. Thought the ref was dire. Gave Catalans literally nothing. Even when it was blatant. Oh yeah, I think there was maybe a couple 6 agains where I thought, hang on a minute. Sapling Arcade, not too much, lad. Not too much. You hate Le French just as much as FC. Well, they was hard done to, in my opinion. Yeah, a little bit. I could see that. One of the people that was posting the weird stuff in the Discord was that Flavio geezer that said he was a Catalans fan that came in. Weird Donny. So we've got barely any votes. There's a poll in the live stream chat. Put your votes in there. Let me know what you're thinking. There's a quiet start. It's Finn and Alex just leading the charge. We got Sam Rito in here now, which is good. It was weird, but yeah, as I said, the Discord should be fine now. Should be cleaner. We shouldn't be having that kind of stuff. Discord's got an automatic thing that kind of bans that shenanigans. I'm available for sponsorship. Feel free to sponsor the channel. As of right now, other products are available unless I become sponsored. Now that's done out of the way. It's a fresh bottle. Right. Players are coming out. I'll do a quick run through of the team lists before we get smooching onwards. Right then. In the backs for Hull FC, they have Hardacre, Martin, Litton, Rapiner, Barron, Charles and Caesar. In the forwards is SASA, Cust, Knight, Ashworth, Cartwright and Aiden. On the bench is Briscoe, Borough, SA and Watts. 18th man is Laidlaw. In the backs for Huddersfield, they have Flanagan, Gagai, Milne, Bibby, Swift, Lolohea and Frawley. The forwards include Rogers, Wolford, Powell, Rushton, Greenwood and Cudjoe. The bench includes Golding, English, King and Burgess. 18th man is Rush. We can potentially play after this. I'm not sure. I know I will be chilling after this, but I'm not 100% sure I'll be playing, but we'll see. I'll try to. Okay, we're about to get underway. And here we go. We are underway for the final game of the weekend. Just the 3. And it'll be Huddersfield to start us off. Currently trapped on their own 10. Second tackle though. Aiden and Knight at marker. So now with Powell. There's a few that I still don't quite recognise fully from images. I think Rogers and Powell I don't fully recognise yet. Tiny Milne, you can never forget Tiny Milne, of course. That was Rushton with the last carry. Lolohea on his left to Leroy. Cudjoe. Go on, Leroy. Go on. Out the back to Lolohea on the last. Kicks from his own 30. Straight into the hands of Martin. On his own 20. Up towards the 30. With a minute gone in this game so far. Stop telling people to like the live. Hey guys, please like the live stream if you're in the live stream. I believe YouTube pushes it more. I never really thought about that, to be honest. Because likes push videos, but they push live streams in the moment. If people could like the live stream, that would be excellent. We get more people in here. Thanks. Back to the game. Hull FC in possession. Minute and a half gone. Fourth tackle. Cade Cuss will wait at dummy half. Cartwright will be slow to play this one. Left to Knight. Out the back to Caesar. Pops it across to Ashworth, playing in the back row today. And with the last tackle coming up, Hull FC just inside Giants territory. Caesar under a bit of pressure there. Gets the kick away though. Collected by Flanagan on the full. Perfectly placed. A metre in front of the try line. But a great tackle from Cartwright to get Flanagan down on first contact. He'll play this just short of the 10. And then Swift will scoot. Now about 15 metres out from his own try line. Frawley, just over the 20, will go right to Cudjoe. And that's now Rogers. I believe that's Rogers. Now Cudjoe, then to Rushton, up towards the 40. 3 defenders in the tackle, pushing back an extra metre or 2. 2 minutes 40 on the clock, and the last tackle for Huddersfield, out the back to Frawley. Will kick from the 30, same spot again as Lolohea in the last set, collected by Hardacre. My fullback in Rugby League 26 carries it up towards the 30. What happens if you lay on after the catch? Is it 6 again or penalty? I think it depends on field position. I can't remember where the line is for 6 again. I can't remember if it's the 20 or the 30. I can't quite remember. It depends where you're on the field. So now we Cust. We'll scoot. Gains a few metres there. Takes it up to the Giants 40. Now 2 more tackles go in this set. Knight will go right to Caesar. Ball is across. Slightly wayward. Possible touch from the Giants. Not too sure. Greenwood not happy that it's going to be a 6 again. 3.5 minutes gone. Now with Cartwright. Up towards the Giants 30. So fresh set of 6. Only 30 metres out. Maybe 25. So great chance of Hull FC to get the early points. Charles goes short side right to Rapiner. Not much room to work with, so he's stopped just short of the 10 near the right touchline. Barron at dummy half. Will get his first touch of the game. Left to Charles. Back towards the middle now with Knight. Pops out the back to Caesar. Then across to Hardacre. Huddersfield have the numbers here. Should be okay. And they bring him down on the 10. So all they've really done is shift from one side to the other. Still 10 metres out. Lytton. Then on his right to Caesar. We'll switch back to SASA, and Rogers with a big hit straight into him, but SASA still making meters after contact. Cust just left of the sticks, 3 or 4 meters out. We'll shoot it right to Caesar. Chips the ball towards the back right. Barron versus Swift. Swift cleanly taken, or I think he might have dropped it, maybe? Just drops it. It was a good effort. Good effort. Swift at least diffuses the situation. But it will be a fresh set for Hull FC 10 metres out. Right, so here we go. Scrum for Hull FC, 10 metres out. They will go right. Caesar engages the line. Having a go himself, really close. Stopped a metre or two short of the line. Good effort there from Caesar. Huddersfield under pressure, nearly 6 minutes gone. Cust wrapped up immediately after picking the ball up from dummy half. Aiden now waits at dummy half this time around, right at the sticks. Aiden goes left to Knight. Then across to SASA, over the 10. 5 metres out, left of the sticks. Cust in waiting, 6 minutes gone. He'll go right to Knight. Then to Caesar. Across to Rapiner, trying to get around the outside. Barron to barge over the line. Adam Swift. Adam bloody Swift. I'm 95% positive he's held that up. Sorry, not Swift. There's 3 different bald guys in the tackle, so I couldn't quite tell. It was Bibby. My bad, pimp. Cracking tackle. Knight on the last. Goes left to Caesar. He'll now chip the ball towards the back left. Martin has a bit of room to work with here. Gets an offload for Litton in the corner. Good effort. Good effort, Davey. Good defence, though. Was that the legend that is Tiny Milne with the tackle then? Good effort from Davey, though. Tane Milne. Giving him the big don't argue. I should polish their heads to different degrees so we can tell by the shine. Good point. Good point. Even it'll just be a case of having to recognise what different shaped head they've got. But yeah, I was pretty sure it was Swift. I was like, hopefully it wasn't. Greenwood, there we go, nailed it. With a carry. I think Greenwood's been pretty solid for Huddersfield this year, actually. A little bit under the radar, but shifting right now. Lolohea to Flanagan, then to the legend that is Tiny Milne. Steps off his right foot. Carries the ball inside FC territory. 2 more tackles to go. Now Lolohea. Then to Rogers. Runs it straight up over the 40. All the baldies are on the same side. Yep, unfortunate. Lolohea will kick on the last towards the sticks slightly, or slightly right of the sticks. Martin collects. Under pressure though. So Hull FC will... no, it was not a try. It was held up. Apologies. So Hull FC will start a set behind their own 10. They'll take it up to the 10 on the first carry. Caesar will give it to Martin. And 3 defenders there to bring him down. Indeed, great set. Great return. Well, Knight over the 20. 2 more tackles to go for Hull FC in their set. Cust in centre field on his left to Herman SASA. Bumps off Wolford. Makes a few extra post-contact meters, but Lolohea comes in to help out. And that'll be the last for the black and white. Take the back to Caesar under pressure. Gets the kick away, hits the back of an FC teammate. Accidental offside, maybe? Accidental offside. So they'll turn over the ball inside their own territory. Great pressure from Rushton. Fair play. 9 minutes and 20 seconds gone. Fresh set for the Giants, only 40 metres out. It's right to Rushton. Pushed back towards the 40. So the Giants with a great chance here. Now Cudjoe. Up towards the 30. Plays for Wolford, slightly right of centre field, then on his left to Frawley. Across to Tuilolahea, switches back to Greenwood. Over the 20. So inside the red zone, 3 more tackles to go. Wolford on his right to Rogers. Out the back to Frawley, then to Lolohea. There's a dink through, but it's collected by Caesar. And returns it over the 20. And probably not the right idea. I agree with John Wells there. Not the right idea. Had a few more tackles in that set. They could have gone for something else. With the wrong call there. Rappner over the 30. 10.5 minutes gone. Third tackle. Now we Cartwright down the right edge. Cartwright is slow to get up. He's not in a good way. He is not in a good way at all. Oof. I hope he's okay. I hope he's okay. Does not look good. So clock has stopped 10 minutes and 44 seconds. This will definitely be a HI8. There's a bit of blood there on the nose. It's quite a bit. Straight into one of the baldies. Schnoz to schnoz. It's just a rugby incident. Okay. It was Frawley. It was bloody Frawley. Last tackle on halfway for Hull FC. Out the back to Caesar. Gets the kick away. Towards the sticks with Jacob Gagai underneath it. And we'll play this about 15 metres out from his own try line. Hi all. Still dying and in work too. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, that's not a great combo, is it, to be honest, Kieran? It's not a great combo. Best of luck to you. Huddersfield Giants, 20 metres out from their own try line. Tarnay Milne, the legend that is, recovers this or returns it. Coming up towards the 30. 11.5 minutes gone. On the right to Rogers. Straight into Hardacre. Caesar and SASA there to help wrap him up. Ashworth to pick up a leg. Wolford on his left to Lolohea. 40-20 attempt here. It's possibly on. Has the distance and angle. Oh, I think that's... Either way, it's questionable whether he was behind the 40, but I'm pretty sure Rappner had his feet in touch when he touched the ball. So that's going to be a Giants ball, I think. That should be Huddersfield ball. Yeah, that should be. Not sponsored. Not yet. But I could be. Soon. So now, ooh, Ashworth with a big hit into Powell. Wolford will go left to Lolohea, then across to Frawley. I think they had the space and numbers if they kept spreading the ball then, but they're about 3 metres out, left of the sticks. Maybe make it 2. Wolford just pops it up to Rogers, stopped a metre short of the line. Surprised he gets hold of that. That was close. 13 minutes gone. Wolford shoots it right to Frawley under pressure from Caesar. Good jam in there from Caesar. Plays over Wolford. In centre field now with Cudjoe on the 4th tackle. Stopped 2 metres short of the line, left of the sticks. Last tackle for the Giants. 2 metres out. Wolford short side left to Frawley. Under pressure gets the ball away to Lolohea. Then across to Swift. Maybe touched by an FC player. Referee agrees. Are Giants playing well? They're doing fine. Basically a 40-20 there from Lolohea. I think they're moving the ball quite well. They look clean enough. Defensively, they're okay. I think they're maybe allowing a few more meters than they're getting themselves, but I think the Giants are doing fine. It's not crazy good. It's not as terrible as we've seen. They're doing fine. They're doing fine. No complaints. Offload from Rogers, collected by Lolohea. Left to Flanagan. Now with Greenwood. Coming up towards the 10. He'll play this ball about 11 metres out for Wolford, left of the sticks. Now with Cudjoe, then to Lolohea. Switches back to the legend that is Tony Milne. Up towards the try line between the sticks. Stopped 2 or 3 metres out. Wolford. In between the sticks will go left to Frawley. Then across to Lolohea. Might have a chance here. To Swift in the corner. Huddersfield with the early try. Bit of early pressure. Well, they're going to check it. Maybe worth a check. I'm okay with this. I'm okay. On-field decision is a try. Well, Huddersfield could be in. We shall see. Are we playing better than they are? It's about the same, Riley. It's not really too much to separate both. And hello, Joshua. Good to see you. Good to see you. Swift with the dive into the corner. Let's have a look at the grounding. Barron can't quite get to him. Grounding's all good. That's going to be 4-0 for Huddersfield. So they're doing well. They are doing quite well. I predicted Hull FC to win quite comfortably in this one. I believe I referenced Huddersfield possibly scoring early points or starting well, but wasn't sure what they'd be able to do later in the game because they tend to drop off in the second half. Can't remember my exact score prediction. I went with 30-12 to Hull FC. So there you go. Nicely done. Nicely done. Clearly forward. Was it clearly forward? I didn't notice. Flanagan with a kick from the touchline to make it 6-0. So the kick from Flanagan, he's taken this back a fair bit as well. The kick from Flanagan is... It's good. Bloody hell, George. Alright. He's nailed that one. That's going to be 6-0. We'll get a trumpet in here as well. Why not? Why not? There we go. Clearly thrown on 10 course on 8-7. I'd have to see it again, to be honest, Alex. Basically, yeah, because of momentum. You can't really determine the speed of a player that much. Yeah, they can look deceptive. But yeah, momentum, it's a tough one to call, really. Unless you can calculate, like there are trackers that can calculate the speed, where a ball should end up if it is past exactly 90 degrees, so if it is flat, where the ball should end up. unless there are trackers on players and in the ball to determine where it should be, you can't really determine it. I forgot to end the poll as well. Can you give us a time sync? Yes. 17, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So, it is going to be the third tackle now for Hull FC. Just short of halfway, Barron plays with a cust on the right. Back towards the middle with Knight. Then to SASA inside Giants territory. 2 more tackles in this set. Caesar, then to Ashworth. Looking for an offload. Gets one to Herman SASA. Up towards the 30. Camera just needs to look at hands and what direction. I think it is difficult to tell sometimes, though. Difficult to tell what's flat out. I don't know, it's hard to tell. Byron with a chip back towards the posts. The bounce is extremely helpful. That works out really nicely. Yeah, right, it's Sky Sports Plus. That works out very nicely. Going down the right side, Caesar across to Barron. Not too much room to run, but kicks back towards the post. The bounce worked out nicely, meaning that Gagai had to collect it, and then he was tackled in goal. So there's a goal line dropout for the Giants. I imagine they'll choose a kick long here. So if it bounces in goal, it's play on, but if it's caught in goal, it's 20-metre reset. Yes, if it's caught in goal on the full... Yeah, if it's caught in goal on the full, then yeah, it's a 20-metre tap, 7-tackle set. Trying to think what the rules are. I think if you have a foot in goal when you collect it or before you go up to collect it, then that counts as on the full in goal, like caught on the full in goal. If you leap from outside the in goal area, then catch it in goal and land in goal, then that's not caught on the full and you have to keep going. It's a mistake there for Hull FC. Aiden with the knock on. 19.5 minutes gone. More time to run off the clock here. You're very welcome. So even though it's a mistake from Hull FC, Huddersfield have a lot of work to do from their own 10. A lot of ground to make up here. What's happening now? It's a scrum for Huddersfield on their own 10. Bit of a mess there. Shot clock went off, but the ball wasn't in the scrum, so whose fault is it? Is it not on Huddersfield for not getting the ball into the scrum before the shot clock was done? Anyway, it's finally into the scrum, out the back and left to Swift. Up towards the 10, just over on the left-hand side, makes about a metre in total. Bibby, now with the legend that is Tiny Milne. He makes an extra metre or 2. Still a lot of work for Huddersfield to do here. Wolford. Now English up towards the 20. 3 defenders in the tackle. Hardacre, Knight and Aiden. A couple of big blokes there, but it's now with Bibby with the carry up towards the 30. Gets a quick play of the ball for Wolford. 40-20 attempt maybe. Kick from behind the 40. Now just straight through the middle. Collected by Rapiner. Currently at fullback at the moment. Why is Milne a legend, may I ask? Well, the kind of lore behind it. First of all, he got a lot of shit when he was in the NRL for making really bad decisions. Like, there was one moment in particular where he was clearly tackled, like clearly brought down, stopped, no momentum, and then literally just picks the ball off the ground. Like, he's still holding the ball in his arms, but he just lifts it up and puts it onto the try line. So clear double movement. It was like, it looked really stupid. I know it can happen sometimes, but it looked worse than what you'd normally expect for a double movement. Like some really stupid stuff as well with the ball. So he gets a lot of shit, but he played a game for Fiji in the Pacific Championships last year where he had a world-class game. Like, it was unbelievably good. Thank God Hull FC didn't score there. He played so well. Yes, it was against Cook Islands, but he had one of the best individual games I've ever seen for anyone. And then from then on, it was like, he got all the shit in the NRL, was amazing in that game, so he's just a legend. And that's it. Not that exciting, but there you go. So, that's that out of the way. Are we carrying on playing well, Giants? Yeah, it's fine. Giants are doing just fine. Leroy Cudjoe. Go on, Leroy. Up towards the 20. 22.5 minutes gone. So still a 6-point advantage for the Huddersfield Giants. So now with Greenwood down the left edge up towards the 30. 3 Hull FC players in the tackle. Plays for Wolford. It's now with English. Bloody free Wi-Fi keeps freezing. Oh dear. Oh no. So collected on the full by Rapiner. Excuse me. 23 minutes on the clock. Rapinoe will play this for Lytton, just over the 20. It's now with Barron. Up towards the 30. But it is now with Briscoe, who is on for Hull FC. Cust, now to Ashworth on the left, up towards the halfway line. 23.5 minutes gone. Yeah, good point, Alex. Get it into the spaces. Get it into the spaces, make him work for it. So a kick there on the 4th, towards the back left. This will just dribble out into touch between the 10 and the try line. So a decent little kick there from Cust to keep Huddersfield pinned back. They've had to do a lot of work in their own end recently, the Giants. So Hull FC just building a little bit of pressure. There's a good kick there. Just building a bit more pressure. 24 minutes gone. Cartwright has passed his HIA, or if he even had one. I assume he had one. But Cartwright is good to go again. We play well, we usually score first, but everyone gives up after we score. Well, they seem to have maintained the energy, Riley. The energy is there. Just a lot of work to do in their own end. It's now with the legend that is Tanya Milne over the 30. Coming up towards the 40. Sorry, third tackle. I was going to say second. Saved it. Third tackle, Wolford will go short side right to Rushton. Carries it straight into Caesar. Lytton and SASA there to help out. Wolford over on the right hand side. On his left to Lollahea. Fourth tackle, shifting it left to Frawley. Then to Flanagan, eating up the metres here. Flanagan almost with a break there. 25 minutes gone. Now the last for the Giants. They've worked it into FC territory. So this is a good set here for the Giants. Could have really been pinned back. Lollahea eating up the metres. Still going to keep going. It's touched by a Hull FC player, but backwards. Hull FC works out nicely for them. And then a high shot from Powell. I didn't think it was that bad, to be honest. But it could look worse from a different angle. So the clock is stopped for now. 25 minutes and 25 seconds. So Lollahea goes himself. He's forced into a position where he has to play off the cuff slightly. Oh yeah, that was probably high. But yeah, as he tries to offload the ball, touched or knocked backwards by an FC player. Collected by another. But then a high shot after that. So Caesar will kick into touch from Hull FC's own 40. And they'll start a fresh set from Huddersfield's 30. Do you think Powell was a good signing? I think so. I don't really know anything about him, if I'm honest, Riley. But Huddersfield have been dealing with a lot of injuries this year anyway. So I think they needed somebody anyway. So I think it's fine. 26 minutes gone. Cust in centre field, 30 metres out, goes left to Caesar. He'll switch back to Aiden. And he'll bring this just short of the 20. About to enter the red zone. Cartwright is back on for Hull FC. It's now with Charles. He's going to run himself. Stops about 15 metres out. SA's also on as well. Cuss goes right to Caesar. Then to Rapiner. Caught in a dead end. English, Frawley, Greenwood there to get him down on the 10. Are you an FC fan? I'm a Warrington Wolves fan. Cartwright will go left to Charles in centre field. Then to Knight. Out the back to Caesar. Across to Litton. Bit of room to run. Great offload. What an offload from Litton. Possibly... I'm not going to say it because I keep saying it recently, but that's a try for Hull FC. Fair play. Nicely done. I will say now... Was the offload forward? Would need to see it again. But that's a try for FC. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Alex says that there was a forward pass for Huddersfield earlier, so... No, that's fine. That's alright. He's moving with pace anyway. You could easily see momentum for that. I've got no issues with that. Excuse me for piping up. But very nicely done. And well done from Litton in the short space there to make that happen. Very nicely done. There we go. Hull FC answer back. You're an FC fan? Well, thanks for stopping by. Is this the first time you've been in here, mate? Well done to get to the final. Thank you very much. But yeah, VR Star AJ. Is this your first time in here? Well, I think it's the first time I've seen your message. Yeah, 27 minutes and 53 seconds. It is. All right, well, thanks for stopping by. Thank you very much. We'll get a trumpet, shall we? So it's going to be Charles to add the extras. 28 minutes and 1 second stops on the clock. You sound like a wonderful... I don't know if you're asking me or Alex. I'll answer the question anyway, just for the avoidance of doubt, but I do live in Warrington. If we had our best 13, do you think we would make the top 6? At this point, unfortunately not. Way too many points needed. The kick from Charles is just right. Just right. Sorry. Right of the sticks. Not, it's just right. Just right. It's not a Goldilocks kick. He's missed it, to be clear. From the start of the season, yes, from the start of the season, if Huddersfield had their full team available and didn't have the injuries that they have been dealing with, Huddersfield could have maybe had a much clearer pre-season, because when I got to ask Leroy Cudjoe a couple of questions, he mentioned about there being some issues in pre-season. He didn't go into detail on that one, which is fine, but he mentioned there were some issues in pre-season. So if that didn't happen, and then they could have had a consistent team from the start, I think this Giants team could have really done something for a top 6 push, because they could have had more consistency built on the combinations. But maybe, I think there's a chance they could have done, but who knows for next year. I think if they can build on this, what they've learned, the improvements they've made, there's always next year they could maybe try and do something. So we'll see. That's 29 minutes on the clock. Second tackle, Ashworth with a carry. A strong carry from Ashworth. It's really, really solid. Now in Knight in centre field. Right to Caesar. He'll switch back to Cartwright. Takes it up towards the 40. It's now with Knight up towards halfway, with the last tackle coming up after he plays this ball inside Giants territory. Last tackle. Short side left to Caesar under pressure. Passes it inside to Ashworth. Lollahea with really good pressure. Well done, Tui. So that'll be a turnover in the midfield. Well done, Tui Lollahea. Excuse me. Oh dear. Oh no. Is this working? Need to... Okay, it is. Okay, that disconnected for a second. That's all good. Come on, all. Win the game to create a bigger gap for Wire to get in top 6. That's harsh, that, Kieran. That's harsh, that. Given my... I'm okay with a Hull FC win here. Given my predictions in the NRL are just shocking at the moment. I'm 1 of 5. If I can get 6 out of 6 on this round, obviously, I'm 2 out of 2 so far on the weekend. But if I can go 3 of 3 on the weekend, that'll at least do some help for my mental health. English with a great carry up towards Hull FC's 30. 30.5 minutes gone. All the threes. Wolford shifting right, still going inside the 10, loses the ball. He will say it's backwards. That went straight down for me. And they'll eventually call it a knock on. Oh, you want to play trumpets in the ground, do you? Nine minutes to go in the first half. Why did it take the ref so long? I think he has to. I think he'll listen to the touch judges as well. Wait and see what they have to say. Out the back of the scrum for Hull FC on their own 10s with Rapiner. Makes a metre or two. Watts will be back on. First game since March, apparently. Okay. Well, carry from the 20 from Cartwright over the 30. Great carry from Cartwright there. He'll play this in centre field for Cust. Then he's got Aiden on his right up towards the halfway line. 2 more tackles in this set and 8 minutes to go in the half. Now Watts lead to yard. Sorry, folks. Goes short side right to Charles. Chips the ball up. Not much distance on it. Collected by Rapiner. Offloads for Barron. Gets the ball back to Charles. He'll kick again towards the post. Collected on the full by Flanagan. Shifting right. Can he get around the defence here? Flanagan still shifting. Good return. George Flanagan up towards the 30. Nicely done. He'll play this for Tui Lolohea on the 30. Now with the legend that is Tane Mill. And a penalty for the Giants as well. One at a quick tap. Well, doesn't get one. Golding is now on for the Giants as well. So a kick from the 40 from the Giants from this penalty. They'll start a fresh set about 30 metres out. Great chance for the Giants to extend the lead here. A tap from Milne. He then gives it to Lolohea. Now Golding. Then to Burgess up towards the 20. 6.5 minutes to go. Left to Frawley. Pops it up to Greenwood. He takes it over the 10. And now about 3 metres out. Greenwood with more strong carries this season. More strong carries. So now right to Frawley. Switches back to English. Stopped about 11 metres out. Golding on his right to Lolohea. Switches back to Rushton. Takes it towards the sticks, about a metre or 2 out. Slightly right at the sticks. Golding waits a dummy half. 6 minutes to go. 2 more tackles. Left to Frawley. Has to fall down. Kicks the ball through. Greenwood is there. Greenwood with a try. Again, Greenwood, I think, has been pretty damn good this year. Couple tries. Great carries. I think Greenwood has gone massively under the radar. And that's well done from Frawley there, actually, to recover that and get a kick-off. So that's nicely done. That's another try for the Giants. So it's going to be 10-4 with a kick to come. I think he's likely to get the kick, so I'll make it 12-4. They got to miss this for our prediction 8. Well, they got to get it for mine. You're the one that's on 10. I'm on 12. 5 minutes to go. Now, we do know Huddersfield like to do well in the first half. So, I'm going to need another 26 points from FC. We'll see how it goes. Huds are doing well. They're doing pretty well. Flanagan to take it from 10 to 12. I will admit, I've got this weird feeling in my chest right now, like right here. You know when you ever wake up and like your mouth's really dry, your throat's dry, your chest feels dry? It just feels horrible. That's what my chest just feels dry. So it's not a heart attack. It doesn't feel like a stabbing pain or tight. It just feels like really dry there. It feels awful. Less of that. I know, views will skyrocket. I'd prefer not to have a heart attack. That would be great. I prefer if hundreds of people would just come in here regularly. Just because they'd like to hang out for a bit. We can skip the heart attack. I'll play a trumpet. If we get hundreds of people in here now, I'll play a trumpet. I promise. Flanagan. So kick is tougher than I thought it was going to be. But it's actually good. It is going to be 12-4. Too many Soleros. Not enough Soleros, actually. Not enough. Right then. 4 for Huddersfield. 4 for Hull. 12 for Huddersfield. You mean, yeah. You mean both. Okay then. So, 4 minutes to go in the first half. I need 26 unanswered points from Hull FC. Over to you, Hull. Okay, back underway. Charles will kick towards the back right. Collected on the full by Frawley. Hands it off to Burgess. Could have been a different bald guy. We don't even know at this point. Flanagan at 9 will hand the ball off to Greenwood, the try scorer. Do you think Flanagan's the best fullback in the league? I do not. He might be one of the most in form, but I don't think he's the best in the league. That still remains Jay Field. Lolohea pops the ball up to King. He gets an offload for Flanagan. Then to Milne, the legend that is. Now with Rushton. Over halfway. Last tackle. About to hit 37 minutes on the clock. And they're back to Lolohea. Under pressure, but gets the kick away. Plenty high, not much distance though. Collected by Barron on the 30, already up to the 40. Is Flanagan a fullback or centre? I think Flanagan's a standoff actually. Naturally is a standoff. But has been playing fullback to accommodate for the absence of Evalds. Who was missing before that? Who were the Giants meant to have at fullback? By the way, to start. Oh yeah, it was Gagai. Gagai was meant to be at fullback to start the season, which he was, but because of injuries in the back line, Gagai's gone to the wing. Flanagan at fullback, and then they brought in Frawley since Clune's been out. But Hull FC, 30 metres out. Oof, could have been a great pass. Bibby with room to run. Barron is chasing. He is quick. Can he get there in time? No, that is going to be another try for the Giants. This is going to be checked, though. Going to be checked. Pretty sure it was just a knock-on from FC. It was Bibby that scored. Potentially. Jay Field is ridiculously quick. This will be a Giants try. Yep, that'll be a Giants try. I will give them 6 right there. So that's my exact score prediction now done. I just said it was Bibby. I just said. I'm being told a message was sent. There was no message sent in the live stream chat. You said Giants to win 26-18? Sam, stop. Stop. The kick from Flanagan, again, is a tougher one than I expected. I didn't realise that. It's good. Sorry, I just need to Google something real quick. Okay. Back underway. 5 seconds to go. And there we go. Half time. I need to yawn. Excuse me. Who would you play ahead of Dufty for Wire from Super League clubs? Field, Price. That's it. Jonathan with a £5. Thank you very much, sir. Panthers help yesterday. Never a West Tigers fan. Thank you very much. You get a trumpet. Just looking for something. Sorry, folks. Just looking. Okay. Interesting. Thank you very much, Jonathan. That is greatly appreciated. Thank you kindly. It's nothing to be scoffed at, Samrito, actually. It all adds up, you know. It all adds up. That's his money. He didn't have to do that. It's £5 more than zero. So I'm extremely grateful. Thank you very much. Samarito, you obviously know the answer to that. You obviously know the answer. Okay. Okay. I do need to try and figure something out real quick. Starting to get a bit warm in here now. Users. Right, okay. Bear with me. Bear with me. Trying to figure something out. Ah, right. I see, I see. Right, that might have fixed the issue. I think that's probably sorted now. Right, all sorted, I think. Sorry about that. So tempted to donate 51 right now. Do it or donate 52. Oof. Need the money for when Battlefield is at. Battlefield 6 comes out. Rob, would you rather £10 dono or £5 to a charity of your choice? Give it to charity. Give it to... Give it to Great Ormond Street. What's the rating of Catalans in Super League game? I'm not sure, unfortunately. Give it to the charity of my wallet. Yes. Give it to the charity of my wallet. Don't do that. If you're willing to donate to charity, do that first. Oh yeah, I did mention something on stream yesterday, but I didn't really get to the point I was going to make. So, content is free on this channel, so there's no need to donate. Now, if I want to make a living doing this, I need donations. But if I structure things differently, there's a way that I don't necessarily have to rely on donations. So, the plan would be when the season's done, shift the membership from YouTube to Patreon, so I keep a higher fee, and it'll be like the same price as a normal membership. There'd probably be higher tiers than that, but with the Patreon membership, there would be other things such as a Super League Fantasy League, NRL Fantasy League, a Predictions League for members in there, obviously exclusive chats. I'd probably do monthly giveaways as well, like either tickets or jerseys, things like that. So what I'll do is, every pound is an entry. So, you know, if you're on a £5 membership, that's 5 entries into the draw. And then if you donate anything on YouTube as well, say you donate a tenner, then you get another 10 entries into the draw. So that it kind of counts that way as well. So I'd do some giveaways. NRL Tipping League, NRL Fantasy. Yeah, that's the first thing I mentioned. But yeah, as much as I can do. So there would actually be some more things with a membership, and of course videos would start with shout outs to members. So yeah, that would be in there too. So I might try and change that so people can still spend like the £5 on the membership, but I keep a high percentage and I can actually do stuff with it. With Patreon, it's easier to track and like get in touch with specific members because they'll all be in the Patreon in the first place. Yeah, so the person asking, the message just didn't come up, but it's probably sorted now. I believe it's fixed. Right. So 18-4 at half time. Interesting. Okay. What's my opinion on elephants? I don't really have one, if I'm honest. I don't really have one. I think Hull will come back, you think? Maybe. I'm not that confident about it because Huddersfield are doing well, but we'll have to see. Just checking comments on TikTok, just seeing what's going on. Okay, right. A few more followers on TikTok as well, that's good. 7,560, we're getting there. We're getting there. Lando P1 at the moment. Is it quali at the moment, or is it... Oh no, that was a sprint was yesterday, wasn't it? Or I can't remember. Kinetic Sports Channel, switch to F1 now. The Giants are a good team. Overall, no. More recently, kind of. We like a variety of sports. We do. We do. Yeah, what is it right now? Was it just qualifying that's just gone, or? Poland qualifying, yes, okay, I see. And the Aston Martins go back. Oh my god, bottom 2. Really? See, some of my mates have recently been getting into F1 as well, which is nice. So I've been playing the F1 game for years, and recently a few mates have started getting the F1 game, so we've been playing together, which has been cool. And we've never, like, sat down and watched a race together, but tomorrow we will be. Some of us will be going to a mate's house to watch the race. They know I'm an Alonso fan, and he starts in 19th. That's going to be great. Oh, God. There's someone in here who will ask. Hamilton is 16th, by the way. Oh, my God. So starting from P1, Piastri, Norris, Verstappen, Leclerc, Tsunoda. Oh, that was Q2. That's Q2. I don't have the full list, but from 11th to 20th, Ocon, Behrman, Gasly, Hülkenberg, Sainz, Hamilton, Colapinto, Antonelli, Alonso, Stroll. Oh my God. Players are back out. We'll be underway shortly. I hope to God Aston Martin fix that car for next year, or they... Please. Save me. I've waited as long for an Alonso win as Sirius Black waited in Azkaban prison. Samarito with the donation as we're about to get underway. With the second half, didn't even notice that because I was yapping away. Donation 20 spondoolies. There we go. There we go. Thank you very much, Samarito. Greatly appreciated. Well, I didn't have the stream up, so I didn't see it. I did not see it. So, there we go. We're back underway. Back underway. Okay. Third tackle for FC. Charles, now with S8 up towards the 40. Eventually plays the ball just short of halfway. Now into Huddersfield territory with Cuss bumped off by English. Returns the ball. Now coming up to the last tackle for FC. A kick towards the back left. Taken on the full by Flanagan. Caesar rushes into him. Stopped 12 metres from his own try line. So just over a minute gone. Lola here. Now with Jacob Gagai. Read the message on it. We were. Woo woo. There we go. Tiny Milne, the legend that is, will play this for Golding, and he'll be forced to play it again. It was so good the first time. Man, the first time was so nice, I had to do it twice. That was my AJ impression. Golding at dummy half on the 20. Now with English, S8 rushes into him with a big hit. Last tackle. What's in the way? Last tackle out the back to Lolohea. Watts applying the pressure, but the kick will bounce once, then twice, 3 times a lady. Collected by Martin over the 20. 2 minutes gone. Hull FC in possession. Litton with the next carry. Now with Hardacre, he will switch back to Barron. Cust will go right to Hardacre. Up towards the halfway line. Now in centre field with Charles. Then to Watts. That's a great carry from Watts up towards the 40. Great carry. Cust on the 40 goes left to Caesar. Under pressure, gets the kick away. Flanagan goes up, collects it, comes down, and is stopped by Lytton and Aiden. I think Hull FC, they were doing okay in the battle in the middle, but there was just like 1 or 2 sets where the Giants, they'd make a few extra meters, the kick would be good. So like overall, I think Hull FC did slightly better through the middle in longer periods, but there'd be 1 or 2 sets from the Giants that just kind of diffused that. I think it might get to a point soon where FC are going to have to start chucking the ball around. Like, I know they want to set a platform, get into the, the swing of things, get into the back and forth, and maybe try and win the battle up front, but I think they're going to have to start chucking it around soon. The legend that is Tane Milne takes over the 20. Gets an offload as well because he's world class. Burgess down the right edge. Now to Rushton. Up towards the Giants own 40. Great carry. Pumping his legs, still going. And a kick on the last, collected by Hardacre. Up towards his own 30 already. I just realised as well, by the way, Samarito, that is a very important donation for myself. Caesar with a bit of room to run, over halfway, still moving. Support with Cartwright, but he's worrying about Lollahea first. Now with Lytton. Across to Martin on the left-hand side. Stopped inside the 10. Almost 5 minutes gone in the second half. Towards the middle with Caesar. Third tackle. Launches it right to Cartwright. They don't need to force anything here, but Rappner, room to run. Barron in the corner. What a finish. They're probably going to check this one. I get it, but I'm pretty sure that's a try. That's a hell of a finish. This could be a try for FC. This could be a try for FC. They certainly need it. They certainly need it. Let's have a gander. Oh no! Oh no. Ave, no. Oh, it's on line. It's on touchline. No, Ave. I've got a bad history with the name Harvey after a holiday me and my dad went on in 2014 to Portugal, which is a great holiday, by the way. Just some annoying little kid called Harvey in the bloody not airport, the hotel. Just stupid child. Granted, he was only like a foot tall, but, well, a bit more than that. Is it no try? It'll be no try. So close. So close yet so far. Aiden Caesar's been so good for Hull FC. So good. Huddersfield Giants in possession, and it'll be the legend that is Tiny Milne that will take it up towards the 40 for Huddersfield Giants. And a mistake from the Giants will grant Hull FC possession. Do they want to challenge it? Yes, they do. I'll never forget that first day at Pitt. So it was called as a knock-on for the Giants, but they have challenged it. Is this a low IQ challenge, or have they nailed it? Oh, potential strip, so it might not be too bad. Might not be too bad. What comes out? There's a hand from Hardacre there. What has a hand? Oh, I don't know. The way the ball comes out is a bit weird, though. I think there might be another hand in there, so I'm okay if that's inconclusive. I think he's going to make a decision on this one, though. Unsuccessful challenge. I would have been fine with inconclusive. Anyway. What's for tea, our mother? Me and my father worked a 72-hour shift. I had to walk 43 mile home in his bare feet. You don't know you's born. So scrum for Hull FC on the Giants 40. Ashton with a big hit. I'll bring Charles down. It's now with Watts through the middle. I think Watts has looked alright since he's been on. Some strong carries there. Not been too bad. Custon centre field will go left to Essay. Carries it over the 20. Decent carry. Wants a quick play of the ball. Third tackle now for Hull FC in centre field. Or no, it is the third tackle. Now with Charles then to Rapiner. Trying to get around the outside of... Oh. Oh dear. On the last, they'll go left to Caesar. He'll chip the ball towards the back left. Gagai, under a bit of pressure, collects it cleanly. Put into touch. Well done, FC. Yeah. Did that happen on stream then? Did anyone else get that weird glitch? I don't know if it's just my PC or not, because it's sometimes the stream keeps refreshing for me. But I think we're all good. I think we're all good. Yeah, well done, FC. They'll get a fresh set. Close to the try line. 10 metres out between the sticks. 48 minutes on the clock. So Aiden will take the first carry. I froze. Oh, okay. Oh, dear. Right to Caesar. He'll switch back to Cartwright. Cuts back towards the middle. Now shifting left. Oof. Putting a teammate under pressure there. Didn't see who it was, but that's a lost ball from FC. Huddersfield deal with that. Do they want to challenge it? Okay, on the tab that I'm watching from, the stream is now nice and clean. It's still going. Keeps freezing for you. That's not good. Oh, my CPU's using 21.8%. Why is it using so much? I can't change. Would this help? I don't know. My CPU's using a lot of it's being used. Yeah, I'm gonna have to close a bunch of tabs here. John Wells is not happy about something. There's a lot of tabs. There's a lot of tabs. Okay, I can get rid of those. Get rid of Netflix for now. Discord I'll get rid of for now as well, but I'll come back to it. Yeah, I'm going to close even more. Well, I hope it sorts itself out, hopefully. Okay, right. I will continue and hope that it's okay. Okay, wrapping it is not in a good way. So we've got 49 minutes and 32 seconds stopped on the clock. None of them were. None of them. It was all like... There was like 15 YouTube tabs. Some Amazon stuff. There's still shit tons of tabs. There's like 20 odd tabs. I got rid of 20 odd. Jesus. Well, we got a bit of a scrap going on here. I completely missed this. Show us. Show us from the start what happened. Paul, what's he on about? Let's have a gander. What happened? So Flanagan was holding Charles' shirt. Cartwright comes in. Flanagan's trying to square up to the big man. So yeah. Mate, I've never understood this. Never understood it. No one's intimidating anyone else. All you're doing is pushing and shoving. You're not doing anything. You just look like clowns. This intimidation shite's not gonna work. If you want to do something, just take a swing. Just take a swing, honestly. It gets boring. Just thinking, like, if I'm in that position, someone's grabbing my shirt, it's like, mate, what are you doing? Do you want me to strip or something? Like, take a swing or just walk away. It's just getting boring at this point. How's the stream at the moment anyway? Has it been smooth sailing for the last few minutes? Has it been okay whilst the clock stopped? Is this not dissent? I kind of missed. I missed what he first said. Well, it's kind of Flanagan that escalated it with the contact first. The essay that came in after that. Right, we've got a bit of spice in this game now. A little bit of spice. Do you know what that means? Cudjoe with a carry up the gut. CPU still roughly 20%. I don't know why it's so high. Don't know why it's so high. But we move. We move. Hull FC in possession, just short of their own 30. Now with Martin. Warrington Wolves legend George King. The wall is also on. And a carry up towards the halfway line. Has there been a yellow card? There is not. As I play the ball for FC, Borough is now on as well. Watts will get an offload for Caesar. Shifting right, bumps off Frawley. Makes some extra ground. Look for an offload as well. Doesn't quite get one, but up towards the 40. Been working what I missed. There's a bit of pushing and shoving. Just players grabbing shirts, not actually doing anything about it. And that was it. Oh, here we go. Some more pushing and shoving. Great. Oh, throw a punch or walk away. You're so boring. Huddersfield ball. Sorry, is that Ashworth trying to step to the legend that is Tiny Milne? I don't think you want to do that, mate. Don't think you want to do that. Lolohea gives the ball to Golding. Now Cudjoe, 40 metres out from the try line. 51.5 minutes on the clock. I think if Huddersfield score next, I'm going to say it's probably over. Cartwright with a fresh shirt after his last one was ripped, so he's got no number on his back at the moment. Could have just drawn on a quick 11. Get a Sharpie. Golding on his left to Cudjoe. Then to Frawley. Then to Greenwood. Stopped on the 10. Maybe 9 metres out. 52 minutes on the clock. Flanagan goes right to Cudjoe. Full tackle. Lolohea. Then across to Rushton. Step in. Eventually stopped about 6 or maybe 7 metres out. Golding will go right. Slightly loose pass, but ends up in the hands of Tiny Milne, who gets an offload for Flanagan, who then gets an offload for Lolohea. Kicks towards the posts. Comes off an FC player. Was it played out? Apparently so. 6 again. Fresh set for Huddersfield, 9 metres out. Between the sticks. Lolohea will play this for Golding. He'll go left to Cudjoe. King back towards the middle. Stop 5 metres short. Maybe 3 or 4. King will play this for Golding. Between the sticks, he goes left to Frawley. Then to Bibby. Drags a few players towards the try line. Still 3 or 4 metres away from the try line. Left to the sticks. Great chance for the Giants here. 53 minutes on the clock. Right to Frawley. Right to Cudjoe. Across to English. Stop 5 metres short. Right hand side of the sticks now. 4th tackle. 2 more to go. Golding. Short side right. Rushton. Stopped inches short the line. Still right at the sticks. Golding will launch it left to Lolohea. Kicks cross field. Bibby's there for Huddersfield, but Barron is there for Hull FC, who collects it. Comes down with it cleanly. Well done, young man. And he will eventually play this just short of the 10. And Briscoe will now play this about 15 metres out from his own try line. Next carry from Martin. Up towards the 20 for the black and whites. Cartwright with the next carry. Just short of the 30. Borough waits at dummy half. 54 minutes on the clock. Could do with a try from FC soon, but it's a knock-on from Borough at the ruck. Mistake from Borough. Scrum for Huddersfield, 30 metres out. It's with Frawley. SCSA is on for Watts. Golding over on the right. Then on his left to Rushton. Just over 55 minutes gone. Cudjoe with a carry straight into S8. Now 20 metres out. 2 more tackles in this set. Wilford waits in centre field. Goes right to Frawley, right to Lolohea. Then to Flanagan. Flanagan is in. That. Still a lot of time, but I think that could be game over, honestly. That's another try for Huddersfield. I just don't see Hull FC really getting anything in this game, if I'm honest. I don't see them getting much else. Yeah, it's another try for Huddersfield. They've been solid. Mistake there from Borough. Gives the field position. That's a try for the Giants. Who knows, Paul? Who knows? I even said in my predictions video, or it might be the power rankings,
Hull FC have been much improved the last couple of weeks. All we need to see now is consistency. Oh my god. Oh, the Broncos Eels game bothers me greatly. It was so everything was leaning towards a Broncos win, and they lost. Oh my god. Asiata and Price will be huge inclusions, though. I'm not sure when they're back, actually. Excuse me. There we go. Sorted. So, 22-4 with a kick to come. From the right touchline. It's a big kick if he gets this. Means another try needed for Hull FC. He's bloody got it. He's bloody got it. That means 4 scores are needed for FC. With 23 minutes to go in this game. So there's time, but not a lot. See, what I don't get is, right, it says my CPU is currently at 20%, but whenever I tried to multi-stream on both YouTube and Twitch, like a few months ago, it went up to 10%, only 10, and it kept messing up. So I had to just stream on one over the other. But it's currently on 20%, and yet it's still completely fine. I don't get that. Don't get it. If you leave at 70, I get it. Avoid traffic, but flipping 57, yeah, it's a bit weird. Thing is, I never leave games early. Even like when I used to go to Goodison Park, Everton would be getting battered, and I'd still stay for the full game. So, you know, just enjoy the battering, you know? Enjoy it. Barron, up towards the 20. I do not. I haven't changed anything. I haven't done anything different. Ashworth with a carry. And a break. Great chance. He's quick. Quicker than I thought he'd be. Stopped on the 20. Great carry. Quick play the ball. Right to Caesar. Launch it right to Charles. Have they got the space in numbers? Cartwright flicks the ball back to Briscoe. Room there for Charles. Steps. Cudjoe can't quite get a hold of him. He's stopped 2 meters short of the line. I would like Hull FC to make this a game. So if they could score that, it'd actually be great. And they try and switch back, but it ends up in the hands of Hardacre. Shifting right, kicks the ball through. Barron will put Flanagan under pressure. Bats it over the dead ball line. That'll be a goal line dropout for the Giants. And breathe. Used to leave Craven Park at 70 because it was rough traffic. I get like, you know, 5-10 minutes before the game's done. I get that, but you know, just stay. Stick around. But I get it. Sometimes people need to... Like, if people need to rush and they need to go do something, like, I get it. It's fine. Sometimes traffic can be bad. I'd have to used to wait in the car park sometimes for up to an hour after an Everton game. Sometimes it was really bad. Because there wasn't... Like, the roads were... not great near where I parked, so sometimes I could be waiting there for an hour. But we have entered the final quarter of the game. Hull FC need 4 tries. And at least 2 kicks as well to equalise. Third tackle, they're about 12 metres out. Hardacre, shifting right. Pops it up to Aiden, stopped on the 10. 4 defenders close there in the tackle. Borough in centre field, waits at dummy half. He will go right to Caesar. Across to Charles. Room to run in for Charles, maybe. Oh, that's a great tackle from Bibby. That's a great tackle. Apparently not. Penalty for Hull FC. Oh, I thought that was quality. High shot, maybe? Oh, yeah. Fair enough. That was high. Fair enough. Briscoe will tap, then give it to Charles. 19 minutes to go. Rappin has failed his HIA as well, so that's unfortunate. Borough, right the sticks, will go left to Knight. Then to SASA. Now Caesar, across. Bats it across. Nicely done from FC. Great hands. Beautiful. Delightful. Exquisite. That was nice. That was very nice. Great movement. Okay, there we go. 24-8 with a kick to come. Going to be a tough one from the touchlines. They will need this one. So yeah, as I said, they need 4 tries, or before this they needed 4 tries and to convert at least 2 of them to equalise. So if they can score 2 and convert the next 2, that'll be a good start for them. Hopefully we can get a game here. You know, we got one with Wakefield Leeds, but if we can get another one, that'll be great. It's a nightmare getting out of that car park at MKM for Hull City games. Yeah, I think some stadiums could do with some like improvements, either at the stadium or nearby for parking. I'm not really going to Bramley-Moore Stadium. I don't know if or when I'll ever get a season ticket for Everton again, but I'm a little bit concerned about parking, because I know when me and my mates go for Game 2 of the Ashes, we'll probably park underground at Liverpool 1, and then it's like a 30-minute walk up the road. And that car park's expensive as well. So it's not great. You can get a train to Sandhills, and then it's a 15-minute walk. But the kick is... It's good. That's a huge kick. That is a huge kick for FC right now. 14-point advantage. Can bring it down to 8 soon, possibly, if they get a roll on. 24-10. Jesus, anyone see the Oompa Loompa in the crowd? I did not. I wouldn't call game on just yet, Samarita. I wouldn't call it just yet. I think one more try, and I might do. If they get another try before the 70-minute mark, I might call it game on. I'm not brave enough to call it game on just yet. Knight with the first carry of this fresh set. 63.5 minutes on the clock, takes it just over the 10. She was orange. Well, I just missed her. Just missed her. Ashworth with a carry up towards the 20. Huddersfield's next 5. And there's a mistake from Hull FC. They've got no challenges. Next 5 from Huddersfield are Caplan, Saints, Warrington, Wakefield and Leeds. It's a fairly tough run. Could probably get at least 2 wins in there. At least 2. Possibly. Yeah, that's a fair knock on there. 16 minutes to go. They did not need that. Huddersfield could go for 1. They don't need to, but they could just make it awkward. It kind of just increases the importance of getting the conversions. So I think Huddersfield, I think they could go for 1. They could do. Lola here will switch back to Bibby. And he is stopped about 15 metres out. Wolford slightly left of the sticks. We'll switch back to Cudjoe. He takes it over the 10. Stopped and pushed back over it. We now have 15 minutes to go. 14-point lead for the Giants. Right to Frawley. Switches back to Golding. Bumps off a few. Takes it now 5 metres out. We'll play this ball in centre field. Slightly right of the sticks. Left to Cudjoe. Pops across to Greenwood. Stop 5 metres out. Surely it is game over if Huddersfield score now. Lolohea steps again. Room for Lolohea. Tui is down. I think that's going to be it. Huddersfield have been solid. Huddersfield have been very, very solid today. Fully earned. Well done to them. Very well done. That's going to be 30. 28-10 with the kick to come, but that's right in front of the sticks. Very, very well done. Good work. And there's a few more fans on the way out. Fair enough. That is probably going to be it. Because Rugby League is honest, no sugarcoated. Well, try not to sugarcoat stuff. Thank you, Jimmy. I try not to. Sometimes I might. Sometimes. My prediction is on, just the other way round. That's game over, lads. Yeah, I think so. I think so. What it could be with the stream is I've increased the number of kilobytes per second that's used. That could be one. I've increased the FPS, which I'm using 60 FPS, which I had it set in the settings for the Rugby League 26 streams. So that could be contributing to it. Normally, I'd stream at 25 to 30 frames per second, so that could be contributing to it. But for previous live streams like this, I've not seen it that high. I just haven't really looked at it, to be honest, so that could be it. But yeah, I am massively wrong with this one. I predicted 30-12 for Hull FC. I basically said that Huddersfield, I think, might score early, but I can't see him scoring much after that, and then I've been just proven wrong. So, 2 out of 3 on the weekend. But, you know, again, 4 tries needed, 2 conversions, 13 minutes, going Hull FC. All yours, baby, all yours. Short kickoff. That's a knock-on from Litton, I think. Collected by Flanagan. .12.5 minutes to go. Gagai with the next carry. Over the 30, getting pushed. Still making meters. On the 40, right-hand side now with Rushton. Push near the touchline, but still in field. Wolford over on the right-hand side comes back towards the middle with Tui Lolohea. Looking to spread it left. Now with Frawley, pops it across to Greenwood. It's now 12 minutes to go. Giants pull the double. Indeed they do. Cudjoe with the next carry. Give him man of the match. Get him on Sky. Maybe he'll shout me out. Maybe. He won't. Rushton with the next carry over the 30 inside FC territory. They could still go for 1 at some point. Just for those extra points if they want them. But they could still, obviously, try and go for tries. Collected on the full by Cudjoe. Brought down by Hardacre on the last tackle. So they'll turn over the ball on Hull FC's 10. A lot of work for FC to do here. A lot of work. Is that not a penalty? No. Okay, so FC get away with a penalty there. They should have been one for the Giants, but okay. Harvey Barron over the 20. Through the middle. Brought down just short of the 30. 11 minutes to go in this game. What can Hull FC do in the remaining minutes? SASA over the 40. Burrett waits at dummy half, slightly left of centre field. On his right to Cust. On the back to Caesar. Then across to Cartwright. Up towards the halfway line and a few metres over it. Look for an offload, I think. Just keeps a hold of it. Poor FC. Yeah, they've been a little bit dull. And I'm not saying that because people call them dull FC. It was just the word that came to mind. They've been a bit dull. I think they've focused too much on the kicking. Just trying to complete sets, which, look, when it comes to the basics, I'm a huge advocate of just getting the basics right, completing sets well, chasing well, defending with discipline off the back of it. Like, I'm a huge advocate of the basics. But there comes a point in time where you're behind and you've got to just let loose and chuck the ball around. And I think they've spent too much time getting into the back and forth. I think it's like what Sir Alex Ferguson said. Like, if he's losing 1-0, he'd rather like try and go for the equaliser. Or he'd rather lose 2-0 trying to get an equaliser and launching people up top than just sitting back and losing 1-0, basically. Something like that. Some people might recall what he said exactly, but like, go for it. I just don't think they've really gone for it. Ben, this is on Sky Sports Plus. I think I'm just going to chill after this Samarito. I might stream tonight, I don't know. Maybe sometime midweek, possibly. We'll see. I'm not entirely sure. 9 minutes to go. Hardacre on his right to Cartwright. Carries up towards the 30. Who gets man of the match, by the way? Who gets man of the match? I reckon Flanagan's on for it. Lola Hayer's on for it, for sure. Great kick down the left-hand side. Oof. Collected by Martin. Support the inside from Litton. Kicks the ball through. Collected by Litton. This could be a beautiful try. That looks slightly forward. And a dolphin dive in the corner. I was really tempted to do the noise there, but I'm not going to do it because that's going to come out terribly. And that's going to be checked. But do you know what? This is actually better for FC. This could be a try for it. FC want this to be checked. Because this entire time they can set up the kick. And the moment it's good, they take it. Now, the clock's going to like run down anyway. But there might be less time taken off the clock in total by the time we get underway. So this is probably the best case scenario. Brilliant try. Absolutely brilliant. 14 with a kick to come. Even though, like, it seems so obvious that the game's done, I really want just... I'd actually love this to go right down to the end. It's almost impossible, but... You never know. Just going to start with a kick. 8 minutes to go. Charles with a kick right from the touchline. The kick from Charles is... Has he got the distance? It's close. Ooh. Just no good. Almost. 16-point advantage. Still 3 more tries required from Hull FC in the 7 minutes and 19 seconds that they've got. Oof. Collected by Hardacre. Takes it over the 10. We now have 7 minutes to go. To be fair, Catalan scored 3 tries in 5 minutes against Saints. It's now with Aiden. Over the 30. Sorry, that's Knight. So, Hull FC, are they going to keep getting creative? We will see. Borough with a carry through the middle. 6.5 minutes to go. Now the 4th tackle. Charles pops up to Cartwright. Now inside Huddersfield territory on their 40. What will they do on the last? Borough will go left to Cust. Now with Caesar. Across to Lytton. Bit of room to run here. Can he get an offload? No, he cannot. That's a big tackle there from Frawley. That's a big tackle. Rugby League legend Ray French dies at 85. Was this announced today or yesterday? Or was it a few days ago? When? I feel like I heard that recently, or is that... When was that? Is that today? Rugby League legend Ray French dies at 85. An hour ago. Or 2 hours ago. Yeah. Bloody hell, we're losing everyone at this point. Right. Final 5 minutes. There was a kick into touch from Frawley. Clock is running down. This will be a scrum for FC on their own 20. Knight will play this for Borough on the 30. Right to Hardacre. Straight back towards the ruck. Gets an offload for Borough, then to SASA. Now Caesar kicks the ball through for Martin. Trying to get past Gagai. Collects the ball. And gets around Gagai. Steps past one. Gets an offload to Lytton. Oh my God. Stops on the 10. I think he's trying to force a 6 again. That was a bit dodgy. Shifting it right now with Charles. Then to Hardacre. Stops on the 10. Probably like 7 or 8 metres out. Right at the sticks. 4 minutes to go. Borough, right to Cartwright. Stopped a few metres short of the line near the right touch line. Hardacre. Now with Charles in centre field. Left to Caesar. Then to Cust. Steps back towards the middle. Cust still shifting, but plenty of Giants defenders there to stop him. 3.5 minutes to go. Borough, right to Caesar. Chips the ball towards the back right. Harvey Barron with a lot of work to do, to be honest. I think knocks the ball over the dead ball line. Maybe Bibby might have done that instead, but Grant will check. We'll just check. Good documentary on YouTube that he made about Warrington. Oh, right. Could be worth a gander. Could be worth a look. Adam Asnu to Everton. That's sorted apparently. Everton in talks with Malik Fofana from Lyon. Where does he play? I don't even know where he plays. Right, it's back underway from the dropout. Barron collects it on the halfway line. Takes it already up to the 30. SA with the next carry. So just less than 3 minutes to go. A try per minute maybe from Hull FC. Nah. 6 again, though. 20 metres out. Now in Knight. Then to Caesar. Cartwright. An offload would have been huge there. Stop 10 metres out. Gets to play the ball for Borough. Right to Charles. Then to Briscoe. Good scramble from Huddersfield. Really good scramble. Borough back towards the middle with Charles. There is a bobble, but then it's across to Caesar. Course gets an offload for Hardacre. Now Lytton, then loses the ball. Collected by Gagai. And any hope of the most incredible miracle that you've ever seen in your entire life is now done. The legend that is Tane Milne with the next carry. So yeah, this weekend, 2 out of 3. I'll take that. If I can get 3 out of 3 next weekend, that would be solid. I need to do the predictions Monday or Tuesday. So yeah, they will come out soon. Rodgers with an offload for Greenwood up towards the 40. Yeah, I think I'd give man of the match to Lola Haya. I'm not sure if they've given it yet. Did they stop doing the man of the match call-outs like a few minutes before the end? And they'll like pick it afterwards. I can't remember how they do it now. Wolford waits at dummy half. Golding plays the ball just short of halfway. Now with Rodgers. 4th tackle. Now the last tackle with a minute to go. Wolford left to Frawley. Drills it towards touch. In the back left. And that's going to go into touch to run down some time from the clock. Huddersfield have been clean in this one. They've been clean. Attack-wise, they've looked pretty solid. Hull FC just a little bit unimaginative. Just wish they just tried a little bit more. Because they've been good over the last couple of weeks. They'd really turned things around, and then this was a bit of a letdown. So, that is now 10 seconds to go. Hardacre will chip towards the right-hand side. Barron collects the ball. 5 seconds to go. I think one more play here. Cudjoe just holding at Leroy. Leroy. It's going to be full time. Right then. Huddersfield fully earned that one. I was really disappointed with Hull FC's lack of intent to really create. This is a complaint I've got for a lot of teams is when you're behind by a good chunk of points, just try something. Just try something. Because you're already losing. Getting into this back and forth, it ain't working. I understand you want to get into a rhythm. You want to play, your style of rugby league. Your style wasn't working. And you were going back and forth with Huddersfield through the middle. It's at some point, move the ball around. Not with 14 minutes to go when you're 20 points down. It's a waste. Spending all this time kicking back and forth, trying to win the battle up front, and just not actually trying to go at them. It's just, I don't know. A little bit disappointing. I expected better from Hull FC. But Huddersfield, we've seen the improvements they've made over the last couple of weeks. I think they fully earned it today. Wasn't expecting that scoreline at all. I thought they'd really struggle initially. But they did well up front. And they moved the ball around well. So, fair play to them. Fully earned. Well done, Giants. I do think that's a completely different game if Kendall gets the captain's challenge correct, but oh well, we were shit. The strip one, do you mean? Lola Haya, man of the match, as assumed. I think with Lola Haya, he didn't have the best year last year, but when he went to the when he went to Australia to play in the Pacific Championships for Tonga, I think he was brilliant. He was a top 358 for me. I think I ranked Dearden 1, Williams 2, and Lolohea 3 for like international. When I did an international review last year, but Lolohea was good for Tonga, and he's possibly going into the Tonga camp again this season on even better form for Huddersfield. So, and given that Tonga will now have Lehigh Hopoate with a lot more experience at fullback, Tolu Kula, Lolohea at 6, Isaiah Katoa at 7, a big forward pack as well. There's a lot of quality going into that Tonga lineup. They'll have Alamotti as well, so it could be good for Tonga. And without Australia in the Pacific Championships, it could be theirs this time round. But we'll see what New Zealand can get up to. Let's listen to Luke Robinson. Happy birthday, Luke. I'm happy for Luke Robinson. I do like him. He seems like a great guy. And I'd like things to go better at the Giants, but it seems like things are kind of turning around slowly, and hopefully with a much more settled pre-season next year, they can do a bit more. Do a bit more from the start of the season. But yeah, I like Luke. Good folk. Good folk. I did question his appointment a little bit. Wasn't sure whether he was the guy, because the Giants have a decent side. You know, they've got a decent side on paper, but an experienced coach to kind of lead the way forward. Tough call, but I think he's doing all right. Giants win 2 out of 5. You mean in their next 5, Alex? If that's what you mean, I think so. I think there's 2 wins in there that they could legitimately get. The others will be very difficult. Okay then. I'll disappear very shortly. But I do want to say thank you to everyone that stopped by once again. We had Paul, Alex, Finn, Samarito, Jackington Pepsican, Ben Silver, VR Star AJ, Jimmy, Riley, Kieran, David. But thank you very much to Jonathan as well. Forgot to mention Jonathan. Jonathan for the £5 donation, and thank you very much to Samarito for the £20 donation. It's very, very much appreciated. Thank you kindly. Trumpet for you both. Right. I do want to say, I don't think I'm allowed to reveal exactly, but It's very likely that after that donation that this will be my best month on YouTube. Thanks to the increase in donations, especially from Samarito in recent weeks. So it is greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. So thank you for that. Thank you very much. Try eating some pasta, mate. Will help with the rum burn you get. It's not on. Simply not on, Alex. I'm disappointed, to say the least. 65% completion rate from FC. 65. Okay. I didn't even notice it was that bad. I had no idea it was that bad. It just sort of felt fairly normal. Could have been like high 70s to anywhere from, I don't know, even mid 70s to high 80s. It just felt normal. 65%. Jesus. Hang on, what Baron try was disallowed, by the way? Is it the one in the corner that was clearly grounded on the line? Is that the one they're talking about? Is that the try they're talking about? The one that was clearly grounded on the line and they're talking because of the shape of the ball? I mean, it was clearly grounded on the line simultaneously to the in-goal. I don't get what their issue is. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, well, I'm going to call it a day there. Thank you to everyone that stopped by. Everyone that stopped by this weekend. So, there's no games tomorrow. We've got the rest of the round next week. Predictions will be out Monday or Tuesday. Power rankings will be out Monday as well. Super League predictions Monday or Tuesday, I should say. NRL predictions on Tuesday, or yeah, I think it'll be Wednesday morning actually. Stream highlights will be up either tonight or tomorrow. But yeah, I do want to say thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you again to Jonathan and Samarito for the donations. It is greatly appreciated. But yeah, if I don't live stream again this weekend for like Rugby League 26, have a great rest of your weekend. And I'll catch you soon. Toodle pip.